language. Well, there are arguments against this, too. I mean, there's a lot of empirical work suggesting that, important empirical work suggesting that linear order and other forms of organization are part of the internal syntax. If it's true, it would be somewhat strange, in part because it doesn't seem to enter into the core semantic interpretation. So what's it doing there? It makes sense if it's in the externalization system because the sensory motor system requires it differently for sign and sound, but requires some kind of organization. So it makes sense for it to be in the externalization, but there's empirical evidence that it isn't. Richie Kane's, as always, very stimulating work is maybe the most striking case. So you have the kind of problem you run into all the time. There's conceptual reasons for believing something. There's empirical evidence seems to indicate the opposite. So from there on, it depends on what your research intuitions are. Either you accept what looks like it's got to be right and try to figure out what's wrong with the empirical evidence or the interpretation of it, or you give up what seems to be obvious.